So, we were discussing about the differences between fascism and Nazism. Both fascism and Nazism supported totalitarianism, and it also supported dictatorship. There was an idea of a vision of one nation, one party, one government, and they had great belief in state control over individual life, and individuals had no freedom. They should obey the orders of state. State control is at the top, and individuals have no freedom. They should work for the state. Because of this ideology, all the ideas of liberalism, democracy, Marxism, socialism, enlightenment ideas were all suppressed. So, Nazism and fascism rejected the ideologies of liberalism, Marxism and democracy. So, that is the main similarity, and the difference is Nazism and fascism originated in 20th century, that is after First World War, but fascism was not, it was already was in it was visible before First World War. By 1914-15 itself fascism arose, and it was not much popular between during the interwar period, but Nazism became popular during 1933 to 1945. So, just before Second World War, and also during the Second World War time, in the 1933 to 1945, Nazism became very popular. And fascists believed in corporatism of all elements in society to form an organic state. So, the fascists were not racial, and they had no strong opinion about race, but Nazism is not like that. It had its own theory, that is Aryan race theory, superior race theory is there. Then for fascists, the state was the most important element. The doctrine of fascism, which is the authoritative document of fascism. So, it emphasized on nationalism, corporatism, totalitarianism and militarism. According to this doctrine of fascism, the state is all embracing and had no human or spiritual value existed beyond it. So, state is supreme for the fascist. So, it contained corporatism, totalitarianism, militarism and nationalism, extreme nationalism. But Nazism emphasized on racism. It gave more importance to racial theory or racial superiority. While fascism considered state as important, Nazism considered Aryanism as more important. So, that is the main difference. Nazism doctrine believed in superiority of Aryan race. So, they always wanted to occupy other territories, they wanted more living space, and they considered others as inferior races, sub races, subhuman races. So, they tried to destroy them. They considered Germans considered themselves as they belong to Aryan race, of superiority race, and they tried to abolish or eradicate all other races, and all other racial people are considered as inferior people. And while fascism was based on certain political ideologies, Nazism blindly based on racial hatred. That is another difference. And Nazism considered class based society as enemy and stood for unifying the racial element, but fascism wanted to preserve the class system. So, the fascist almost accepted the concept of social mobility, while Nazism was against it. So, fascism considered state as important, Nazism considered Aryanism as important, and fascism considered state as supreme, but Nazism considered race as supreme, and they tried to give freedom to people about concept of social mobility, that people can, through their hard work, they can reach higher classes. So, they try to preserve class system, rich and poor were there. There is no issue about class struggle or class system in fascism, but Nazism never considered class based as an important factor. They considered class based society as enemy, and they stood for unifying the racial element. All races should unite, especially the Aryan race should unite, and all other races are considered as inferior races. So, this is all about fascism, and you can see the slides once again. Here it is explained the difference between fascism and Nazism, and Mussolini, how Mussolini used his power to establish fascist government, that is all here clearly seen. Then fascist government in Italy, what all it done under Mussolini, that it utilized all the opportunities, all the facilities, especially educational institutions, governments, publications, media, theatres, every cultural field were all utilized for spreading fascism. So, fascist propaganda was very important. They propagated that it is not possible for two or more states in good terms. So, they believe that war glorifies the nobility of humanity. So, war is very important. For fascist, war is not an unavoidable thing. War is also wanted. They were all war lovers, and the fascist party has its own youth wing, and they were all instilled national consciousness, especially extreme nationalism was instilled in their minds, and they were told to glorify their ancient traditions, Roman Empire, and they the Mussolini promised that he will bring back the glory of Italy. And also the foreign policy of Mussolini's fascist government, it was constructed on the pillars of disruption of peace and imperial expansion. He was an empire builder. He wanted to increase the territory of Italy. So, he always engaged in empire building and expansion, war. So, top priority was given to war and expansion of territories, and military process of Italy was strengthened, and Nazism and fascism, they worked together to implement their imperialist policy, and it was based on fascist ideology. So, people of Italy they were influenced by the ideas and ideologies of Mussolini, and they considered him as a leader. So, by 1925 Mussolini was considered as the leader of Italy, and the black shirts are the wing of fascist party, and it was very cruel. The members of black shirts were very cruel, very violent minded, and fundamental rights of people were surrendered to the state. And after Second World War, Mussolini was murdered by his own men. So, thus fascism came to an end. But about Nazism expanded very enormously. Hitler became unquestioned leader, and he provided strong aggressive program and framework to the Nazi party, and he could link the emotions of Germans with the programs of parties. That was his success. Hitler was able to link the emotions of common people of Germany and also with the programs of Nazi party. So, he totally discarded the provisions of Versailles Treaty, and the Nazi party propagated aggressive nationalism, that is extreme nationalism, and it preferred to form, or it aimed to form a greater Germany with Germans in Europe. So, the Nazis believed that main cause for the defeat of Germany in the First World War was Jews. So, they propagated against Jewish community, and the Jewish community were cruelly suppressed and killed, and Nazi party was also glorified war, and they accepted violence as their motto, and they considered communists, Jews and all other sections of people as inferior as well as their enemies. So, Hitler himself hailed as a savior of German people, and he could impose a domination, a political psychological domination on the minds of German people. And growth of Nazi party was rapid. Party accepted swastik as a symbol, and strong propaganda was there, and there was army wing, private army wing was there, storm Stormtroopers was a private army with the object of annihilating the Jews and communists as well as the anti-Nazis. And as the color of the stormtroopers was brown, they also known as brown shirt. So remember, brown shirt is a army wing of Nazism and black shirt was the army wing of fascism. And there was secret protective army group was there. They are to protect Hitler, and Hitler were as close followers. They were Himmler, Goebbels, Göring, Hesse, Frank, etc. So they dedicated their life for the service of Hitler, and Nazi party means Hitler and Hitler means Nazi party. Likewise it happened, and his book also sold thousands of copies all over Europe, and it inspired people's mind. So Hitler, when he became chancellor, he was able to concentrate all his powers, all powers under his own hands. So he became the one and only leader, and he declared himself as president of Germany. Even though he was appointed as chancellor, he declared himself as president of Germany, and he destroyed the existing federal system of Germany and introduced dictatorship. And this dictatorship means extreme form of totalitarianism. So all other parties were banned, all other members of party were killed or imprisoned, and others were prohibited to work, and there was no trade unions, there was no workers associations, there was no labor union. So freedom of speech, expression, freedom to assemble, freedom of opinion were all curtailed. So Hitler made the people to believe that he is a leader. Führer, it is known as Führer, F-U-E-H-E-H-R-E-R, F-U-E-H-R-E-R or F-U-H-R-E-R, Führer. So entire administrative system was controlled by the totalitarian government under Hitler. So Hitler's government was known as Third Reich, R-E-I-C-H. So the first being in 1962. That was during the time of Otto. Then during the time of Second Reich is Bismarck's time in 1871, and Third Reich during Hitler's time in 1828. So he gave importance to Aryan race theory, extreme nationalism, military strength, war, violence, invasion. So there was millions of people who joined, especially youth joined in Hitler's organization party, and also there was total domination of Nazi party was made a reality in Germany, and all other parties, organizations, group, associations were all banned, and there was secret organization of police. It's known as Gestapo, and Gestapo, G-E-S-T-A-P-O, it had all powers to ban or control people, civilians and all, and thousands of the Jews were denied all fundamental rights, and they were sent to jail, or they were also sent to notorious concentration camps. So Jews were sent to concentration camps under Hitler. So majority of the Jews were jailed or imprisoned in the concentration camps, and were annihilated in most cruel ways, and thousands of them were subjected to inhuman experiences, very cruel experiences by Nazi scientists. So Nazi propaganda says that a lie repeated 1,000 times will become a truth. So that was the tenet of Nazi propaganda. A lie repeated 1,000 times will become a truth. So they controlled all propaganda, they propagated their own ideology as a correct one, and they utilized all educational institutions, newspapers and other medias for their propaganda, and the objective of education was to create better Nazi citizens. And scientists, intellectuals and all other scholars who opposed inhuman practices of Nazis were either annihilated or deported or killed. So the oppositions, the opposite voice or criticisms were seriously suppressed, and the people who raised any question were killed or deported. So, by 1938 Christian Church also surrendered to Hitler in Germany. So, Hitler was able to control all the institutions of the country, whether it is political institution, administrative institution, social institution, economic institution, military institution or educational institution, religious institution like church, were all under the control of Hitler. So, Hitler became the one and only leader, Führer of Germany, and he also introduced several reforms, and he could increase the national income of Germany by making internal production and distribution more effective. So, national income was increased, and he discarded the Versailles Treaty, and he joined hand with the fascist Mussolini and all, and they never minded world peace or international security. They propagated war, Nazists propagated war, and they were engaged in annexations and encroaches, war, invasions and all, and they were able to threaten others, and they made the people to believe or trust their assurance. So, like Mussolini, Hitler were all became fascist leaders who tried to dominate whole world, and their dictatorship, fascism and Nazism ideology, as well as the policies and methods of Mussolini and Hitler was responsible, one of the reason for Second World War. So, I hope you will study all this. Thank you.